Hey guys, welcome. Ria, you promised one thing, and that was to be quiet.
I won't say go. So.
Right. Hi guys. Welcome back to the How I Failed in Business podcast. I am one half of your hosts, Sophia Grace.
And I'm the other half of your hosts, Rob Spence.
There we go. And today we are joined by special guest Matt Hopper. Hello, Matt.
Hey, how you doing? Hi, everyone.
Good. So we're going to go through a bit of Matt's business, a bit of the areas that he's failed in business, and just a bit of his life, really. Try and see what we can take from that. So, Matt, large question first. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
About myself, okay. I'm based in Loughborough, born and bred. I'm part of a franchise called Recognition Express. Been going over about 50 years now. Some big players that we have as clients: Tesco's, Costa Coffee, Starbucks, Waitrose, McDonald's, to name them.
Not name dropping at all, though, Matt.
Yeah, but, you know.
If you're going to drop names, drop those ones. They're good.
They're
names.
the big ones, you know. Okay. And I'm a franchisee of that business, and I cover the Derby and North Leicestershire areas, and sort of help the local businesses with their brand awareness and get out there.
Absolutely. And we're just having a little look through your. We should have brought on camera really. Look through your brochure. Seems like you could literally brand anything and everything, right? You do everything from, we saw dog neckerchiefs down to, you were talking about collapsible dog bowls. Obviously there's the pens, seed bombs.
Yeah, seed bombs are quite popular, especially from. I had some done up for the Love Business Expo. There's another name drop.
Yeah. Keep them going, mate. Keep them going.
Yeah, I'm sure Jeff will feel like that. Had them as a sort of a mystery gift on the table, and I says, well, if you can guess what it is, you can have it. And some people didn't. When I told them what it was, they were so surprised. And they were like, that's really good. Never heard of that before. Some had, some hadn't, but the majority hadn't. They're like, so how's it going to help with my brand? And I says, well, you can brand the box it comes in. It's eco-friendly, so when it's done, you can, recycle the box, whatever. So it's all sustainable. That's certainly, if you want some more, you can brand it up, and there you go again. And they just went like wildfire.
Like wildflowers, you could say.
Wildflowers growing out. But it was most sought of. The inquiries I got from that expo were just majority for that one product. And business flowing in, great. Obviously amongst other inquiries as well. But that one product, seed bomb, it's it rose people's awareness of how other things, differently we can do. It's not just the plain ABCs, as I call them, the USBs, pens and the mugs. Everyone can do them, we can sort that as well, but we specialise on bespoke solutions. So to get you noticed above the crowd, so you can come to me and go, Matt, what's different? What's new? I don't want to do the samey. For my business, what would you suggest I could have my brand on such and such product? What would that be? And I'll just play 20 questions with you, get your requirements, and I'll go, I'd suggest this.
Yeah.
However, if you have this, and you have a larger branding area, I'd suggest that.
I like it. And I think you are right. I like the term the ABCs because we've done it, haven't we?
We have.
I mean, we've got. I think we've only got pens.
We have, but we have infinite pens.
I don't know where they keep going from, to be honest.
They just multiply. They
do.
just really multiply.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anyone in this entire office that doesn't use a Paragon pen.
That is true. There are a lot. But we've got pens.
Mugs.
We do have mugs.
Gilets,
yes. Only a couple, though. They were limited edition. What would you say if a business owner came to you and said, look, I'm just starting out, budget's no option, I want to get some branding. What are Matt's ABCs? What would you say are like the 3 key things any business should have? Or what you love? What would you recommend?
First off, you need, obviously, your logo sorting out.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm only starting with that because you'd be surprised of how many business owners come to me and going, I haven't sorted that yet. So logo sorted. The key thing with that is also if you can try and get it in the right format so we can help you.
Yeah.
So i.e. it'll be vectorized. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll tell you just a spin off from that before I carry on. the amount of times, I mean, lots of graphic designers and, you know, other people in the game, what I do, will tell you exactly the same thing. You get a Word document with your logo on, or you get a JPEG,
Yeah.
a screenshot on an email. I can't do anything with it, I'm afraid. It's just a flat image, and when you blow it up to try and put it on the template to fit in the branding area, it's just pixelated. You can't do anything with it. So therefore, if it's vectorized, that means it's an editable file.
Yeah.
So then we can move it around in the branding area and go and put it on the template and give you a visual.
Yeah.
So you can say that's what it's going to look like once it's done, whether it be clothing, awards, whatever it might be. So it's important to have that first. After the logo, great. Everybody says, well, I need business cards. People nowadays are saying, they're going out, we don't really need business cards, we're all digital. My advice for me, from what I've found out from experience, is cover both angles, because then you've got your audience covered. So you've got old school. Sorry for the phrase, I'm old school, okay? Business cards, inquiry forms, get them done, that's fine. But also cover the tech audience.
Yeah.
So I've got plug, one card, thanks Michelle, that could have all your details on via a QR code.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Then once they've entered their details, send, I get all theirs, and they add me as a contact. All mine goes onto their phone straight away.
Yeah.
So you've got two angles there. So whichever you want to do when you set it up, old school tech, me, get both sorted. Okay, so you got your logo, you've got your how you're going to connect with people and your that audience. Okay, so that's established. Then you need to, before we even go into what products I would help you with, find out what you've got your business, but what's your why?
Mm-hmm.
What is your what? And how? Establish that. And then what audience? This is maybe tend to people suck eggs, but you'd be surprised. And once the audience is established, it's what industries, the sectors within that. Then it's all about the size of them.
Yeah.
So once all that's established, then I would say, right, okay, you've got your business card sorted, that's fine. Let's just say you're just started a gym.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you just opened a gym. Okay, you got your card sorted, great, logo sorted, brilliant. So you want to attract people to come into you. So what I'd do is, for me, to do this anyway, just a generic example. You got your, whatever, nowadays it's digital, but in the old days it was all welcome pack.
Yeah. Yeah, of course.
Welcome to the gym, here's a card. Do one extra on that. Give them a free sports bottle.
Yeah.
Pair of sweat socks, whatever.
Well, I saw in your brochure you do protein shakers, don't you? I think you got a little protein.
Vast variety of sports bottles.
Yeah, all sorts.
So just as an idea, I have sort of a gift in that pack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then if you give that to your audience, they're going to go, oh, that's good. But it shows you care.
Yeah.
That's the difference. So that's the kind of a generic, what I would say is a starting point.
Yeah.
There's a lot more to it.
We could go on for that. And I think, you've raised a really valid point, because when I go out delivering sales training and such, for me, the key thing within any kind of sales and marketing strategy is being memorable, standing out from the crowd. And if everyone's giving out the same pens, I think things just get lost in the void.
Yeah.
They become camouflaged against everyone else. So the more memorable you can become, I think, the better. We ran a campaign once. We changed it slightly, but the idea was we were going to retarget some of our old customers. Mm-hmm. And so I was going to buy a hell of a lot of old CDs of the singles of I Want You Back by the Jackson 5. And then we were going to brand them up as Paragon, and we were just going to post those out to people. I mean, it's completely different to branding like you do, but just something that stands. It's made you both smile. Molly give out a little giggle. It stands out. It stands out from the crowd. Something memorable. Do you think that? Because, like I say, we live in a digital age of social media, emails, retargeting, SEO, websites. Do you think there's still value in a physical product? Touching something.
I say yes, and for my reason alone, as I've said this at various events and where I've spoken, presentations and all the rest of it, is I'll say one thing. And it basically makes people think, oh, well, yeah, but, yes, also but what if, what if someone pulls the plug? There's a power cut. How do you engage with your audience? Before the internet and computers, we had the old-fashioned way of writing things down and sending a letter, and even before the telephone, But like I said before, you've got to interact with all angles of your audience. If you just stick to one filter, just think of how much business you're missing out on.
Agreed. I do agree. Yeah, as a busy business owner myself, I can say, and obviously any salespeople out there that are trying to sell to me, send me a gift. Send me something in the post.
Who doesn't love something for free?
Oh, everyone.
Everyone.
You more than others half the time. But, I've had all sorts. I've had, bars of chocolate arrive in the post, but I'm more inclined to open that and even at least semi-engage than I am just from an email saying, hey, Rob, we want to sell to you. I think it's that branding point.
Personal touch.
Yeah, 100%. So one thing we were talking about off camera, Matt, was business owners need to kind of, manage time and sometimes prioritize tasks, because you are a business owner, you are a single owner, a single proprietor. So how do you cope? Because you've got to do everything. You've got to wear every hat, every branded hat under the sun. How do you do it?
How I do it is I've got to prioritise, obviously. Kind of know what's got to be important first. So like we were saying earlier, if I've got a inquiry come through and they want that by, say, the end of the week, but I get an email, ping, coming in. Oh, Matt, we want to place the order from the proposal you sent over. We want to order today. Can you get us the proof sorted for us? Here's the artwork. Now that to me takes precedence because it's a guaranteed sale. In fact, it's guaranteed business coming in. So that one's today, and that one's by the end of the week. So that takes precedence. Fair enough. With all the rest of the hats of doing your expenditure accounts and all the rest of it, your accountant and all that, I know when that needs to be done by. So I've got, my calendar, and I have it all scheduled in to go, right, that day, that needs doing. Everything else, don't matter. That's for that day. Marketing, I allow so many hours per day. Some say 1 hour a day or 1 a week or 3 times a week. Depends what your precedence is. But for me, you kind of have to engage with all streams. So that's what I do. But what I find is when something pings up, you sometimes get distracted by that. Now, I know there's various business coaches, there's various VAs out there who advise this and that, which is fine, and it's valid points, and I'm trying to engage them.
Maybe talk nicely about them.
It is very difficult to remember to do one thing when you've got lots of other things to do as well. Now, a lot of help is out there, but again, we're all in this to make a living. So as long as you've got to have that budget in the first place.
Yeah.
But yeah. How I manage it is my passion for what I'm doing and how appreciative my clients are of me helping them and basically saving them a lot of time. It saves them having to do it. You're strolling around for different suppliers doing this and that, and they've got all the projects and deadlines to meet. They're appreciative of that, and that's why they come back, because it's not only just the value for money, that it's the time they've got back, and because we have that rapport that's established, it's worth any monetary value. Like I've said in my other videos, that's what drives me.
Yeah,
to help people, and if that gets to the next level, then great, and then I can grow, and then the business can grow.
And I think just from me, I've known you now maybe 2.5 years, maybe a tiny bit longer potentially. One thing I've come to really respect about you is your passion for helping people, especially with the branding. Not trying to be derogatory to obviously anyone out there that sells anything, but some people, I think the term that I'm hearing a lot of is they just get commission breath. They just want to make the sale. They don't care what you want. They'll just sell it and they'll just make their money. But with you, like everything I've known about you, recognized with you, is that you truly care about that business. Do you think that makes a difference when you are selling to people? Just that,
Yeah, I mean, as the saying goes, people buy from people. You know,
you can tell you're in BNI. Yeah.
The thing is with being passionate about it is, I mean, I go the extra mile. I mean, just for example, if a delivery has had a mishap, it's not going to be, it's been delivered a day early, but they wanted it on a specific date, and it's like, it's 2 days early. Great. And they've advised me of that. I'll go, tell you what, otherwise the delivery is going to be another 3 days after that. If it's, I mean, it's going to be local anyway to me. I'll just go, deliver it to me, and I'll take it to the client.
Oh, nice.
You know, if it's not a massive, big lorry load order, if it's something that's, you know, fixed in the car, I'll just personally deliver it, and that has that extra touch. And going, oh, you've come in and delivered it personally. I says, yeah, well, I thought it's been a big van or something. I mean, yeah, well, because of the time and schedules, it's all screwed up, I'm afraid. But I've sort of taken on my back to, you know, no additional expense to sort of deliver it to you personally, and they appreciate that, because again, it shows you care.
Yeah,
I could have just gone, you know, oh, well, never mind. Then they carry on, but I don't do that because I wouldn't like to be treated that way myself.
Yeah.
So I always put myself in the customer's shoes. How would I like to be treated? How would I want to place my order or whatever and spend my money? How would I like to receive that service? You know, what would you expect?
Yeah.
And I always think, you know, I wouldn't want to be messed around. I wouldn't want to be on hold for hours on end and press 1 for this and 3 for that and all the rest of it. You know, with this, you got a local point contact. And if I say I'm going to do something, I do it.
You do it. Yeah.
I deliver.
It's a good way of doing it. Yeah. Do you think that's important within business, Sophia? The whole kind of personal touch?
I do. I mean, that's our whole thing, isn't it? I mean, we're not a company as Paragon that just relies on, you know, emails that are going to spam, not get through. We are that personal touch. We are someone talking to you on the phone, coming to meet with you. You know, we really love a good lunch out.
Really?
Really do.
That turned into a really nice picture of Paragon.
Not getting thrown on expenses.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. We're open to anything. Open to absolutely anything.
What even, you know, a bit of an...
So I thought Molly was just eating mini eggs in the background.
It is Easter, not when this is going out, but it is right now.
But she's doing that very stealthily and quietly.
Even with this podcast, you know, we've decided to add the visual side of things.
Yes.
We've decided to have guests come on. Very glad. But yeah, I think, like you said, people buy from people, people engage with people. You can read words or you can meet people, and one has a much deeper resonance with you after the fact.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah, a quick example. I had a call with the VA, and I was just touching base. How you doing? We have spoke for a while. And they were connected and stuff. We never actually got round to, not VA, sorry, in business insurance. That's personal insurance. And we had a chat and, we spoke for a while. They were a networking event we went to.
Yeah.
I can't remember which one. But we touched face. And I was wanting her help for my business insurance, which is going to come off for renewal in the coming months. And was talking about that. And then she asked, well, remind me what I did. And then she says, oh, now I've got some clients that we want to speak with you. So, yeah, can I put you in? Of course you can. Yeah, no problem at all. But I'm trying to do this ahead of going to meet at another networking event. I'm trying to have a meeting before that.
Yeah.
So we can get that requirements and all that in ahead of time. So when they do contact me, I've got my prep there ready and I know exactly where they're coming from, what they need help with. And it's really good on that note to be there. Yeah, I'll find, I'm not going to name drop this time, I'll get shot down, sorry.
So we can bleep that out, don't worry.
Yeah. There are, companies that do print on the internet, but you don't get that engagement of, what if something goes wrong?
Yes.
Yes.
Who do I talk to? How do I get in touch? Oh, it's an email, or it's a number, but it's, you don't actually speak to a human being, or an email is automated. And it's going to be another 2 weeks, 30 days, whatever, till anything's done.
Yeah.
Well, the beauty of what I do, what we do as a franchise is you've got that local point of contact, like I said before. So you know who you're talking to. We can meet, have a chat. You know who I am.
Yeah.
So you've got that reference point.
Agree. And I think it goes down to that kind of expert appeal as well, because look, let's be transparent. We kept, obviously the modern days of the internet, we can order business cards within 5 minutes. But if you go on any website, if you go on an option for business cards, you'll have maybe 20 different sizes. You can have straight edges, you can have round edges. You can then have maybe between 10 and 20 paper stocks on different kind of styles. Yeah. You can have UV spot printing if you wish. So the point I'm trying to make is, it's like the way I put it, like for our business, is it's like, I'm not trying to dumb anything down, but it's like painting and decorating. We can all decorate a living room. We can all do it. We can all strip down, and not ourselves. We can strip the walls down. Although I did paint this place in my pants. There's an image for you. So you can, you can paint the walls, and so I don't know why I do this to myself all the time. Yeah, I know. You can paint the walls, but it's better to get an expert in who knows the best quality of paint to use, that can probably do a bit better and more efficiently than you, that can, provide expert advice. And I think, I know with yourself that even, I assume this has happened where someone said to you, I need this. And once you've got to know them and explored them, you've gone, actually,
that's not what you need.
Yeah, you're probably better
with this.
All the time.
Yeah.
All the time. I've had people, I thought, we're doing an event. This sticks out like a sore thumb in my memory. I can't remember who the customer was now, but it was, we need some mugs. And I go, okay, what type? I don't know, but we need mugs. Right, how many? Well, I don't know. It's just very brief. And I'm like, okay, really got to sort of be tactful here with the questions. So I was okay. So who else is exhibiting with you? Are there insurance companies, accountants, or are there sales guys, marketing guys? What's the event? Or what do you do, more importantly? And they says, well, we're a furnishing firm, that's right. So we help with furnishing things. Okay, all right. So now we've got an established kind of trade sort of business site, okay. So then I was saying, right, what is your budget? You need, what do you want to spend? I don't know. Right, okay. So if I said to you, all right, for argument's sake, so if we had the leading mug, which is a Cambridge Durham mug, everybody's got them, builders have got them, everywhere have got them.
You know that if a builder's got a mug, it's going to be the good ones. Yeah, they love their tea.
Only the best for the builders.
Oh, 100%, if they know the tea.
Surprisingly, they're the leading product. They do last long.
Yeah.
So if you've got that mug, okay, like so I said to you, so you want about 70 odd, which is the minimum. One colour around that, or full colour with your logo. Let's just say an imaginary figure. I'm not saying this is what it costs. So if I say £1,000, is that too expensive? I mean, that's really expensive. I'm not paying that. So you've got a budget in mind.
Yeah.
You've got what you want to spend. Oh, yeah, I never thought of it like that. So then it gets them thinking, I want to spend sort of £500. No, okay, so that's fine. Now we've established that. Now we can get to the next stage of going, what's the right product for you? And that's what sticks out.
Yeah.
It's that one thing, I want mugs, don't know what. But it's how you carry on that conversation.
Yeah.
And it's, like I say, it's very bespoke what we do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not just print on the mug, job done, thank you very much. There's a lot involved.
Yeah, absolutely. And we'll explore that in a few moments' time. We're going to take a short little pause just for a little word from our sponsors, i.e. us.
Paragon.
And we'll be back in just a moment.
Bye.
I'm cursing, right?
You can cuss.
You can curse.
Sorry for cussing. Do you know?
Right. What am I supposed to say?
I don't know. We need to take the lead on this. Right. I'm going to ask you. This could go really badly.
Please don't ask me the
I'm
stuff
going to ask
you
you.
do thing.
I'm going to ask you 5 questions. You got to answer them as quick as you can.
No,
okay?
don't do that.
Rapid
I
fire.
Into the microphone as quick as you can. Okay. Dogs or cats?
Dogs.
Rice or beans?
Rice.
Shoes or hats?
Heels.
Alcohol or non-alcohol?
Mocktail.
Other marketing agencies or Paragon Sales Solutions?
Paragon Sales Solutions.
Good choice. Why would you always go for Paragon Sales Solutions?
Because, like you say, you took me in.
What do you mean?
Literally. This is what you've been saying to all of us. I took you all in. Oh, wait.
What?
What? Is this double meaning?
We're making an advert, Ria.
Oh, shit.
Why would you choose Paragon Sales Solutions?
Yes. Best of the best.
Sorry. Oh, Ria.
Right, now we know why I'm not starting in this podcast.
Should we try and start that again?
Yes.
Okay.
Maybe we not do it at all.
No. I want you definitely need to be on this now.
Why?
Matt, it'd be nice to hear briefly just about sort of like maybe the most favourite thing you've had, I don't know, commissioned or made. I was in a packaging company not so long ago, and so it's probably normal for you, but I saw something that they had made and I was like, oh my God, this is so cool. They basically got like a big stack of Post-it notes, obviously with their branding on it, on a little pallet. So obviously it was like a little square pallet, probably like that big, and then like a stack of Post-it notes on top. I thought it was just really cute and very uncouth with in touch with their brand and what they do. Really, what's your kind of the most favourite thing you've ever had done for someone?
Oh dear. Value wise and sort of
not what's made you the richest, but
right. I'll go with the cute angle first.
Go with the cute, yeah.
Right. So I had a local council approach me going, we've got a green campaign going out, okay? But for the schools, one particular school, we want the children to have something different. We want it branded up with the school logo so they can take it home and it helps us get more students in and stuff. What can you suggest? What's this green? How it's all about recycling and not disposing of recycled materials, as in your waste from your bottles or whatever, and putting it in the wrong bin, let's say. How about wheelie bins? And they went, what in the shape of a pencil sharpener? Or a stress item if people are going, oh, They went, so you can have a pencil sharpener the shape of a wheelie bin. Yeah. Wow. That sounds good.
Sounds wheelie.
And then this was the next question. The next question that came out was, can I have a price of 5,000?
Wow.
Straight off. I says, it's going to be expensive. It's just, I like that idea. Can you please email me a proposal?
Fantastic.
There's the artwork.
And that goes back to you being the expert. You know exactly what's, what the best thing to use.
My favourite one. I mean, this one sticks out like a sore thumb because I just enjoyed doing it. I have this story. Everybody knows this story who knows me. Okay, everyone I've spoken to knows this, but for those of you who don't, this goes back to the early days when I was in Recognition Express, and that was rubber ducks. The story of the rubber ducks. I won't go too much into it, but basically, very specific with the branding. If I remember right, it was 2 dots, 2 dashes, their logo, but the body of the duck had to be a Pantone purple, the beak had to be a Pantone black, and then the same on the other side, but just the dots and the dashes, but the other way around. Very, very bespoke and all this. I thought, it's going to be a good customer, this must be, because it's going to cost a lot. We saw it, gave the price, boom, ordered. Says, yeah. And when they all got sorted, they came back to me on the phone, was it an email, and they said, the reason we ordered with you is because we couldn't find a company in the UK, let alone locally, that could fulfill our specific requirements and deliver by when we want them. You fulfilled it, so that's why we've ordered. 3 months later, they came back and saying, hey, Matt, you know that ducks you did for us? I went, yeah. Says, we want to do them again, but this time instead of 2,000, we want 5,000. But there's a catch. I went, okay, what's the catch? The body of the duck, we want a Pantone black, and the beak, we want orange, I think it was. Again, Pantone, but the reverse of what they had last time. Okay, no problem. Did that. Looked at it, it's going to be obviously more because of the quantity. But the unit price was kind of each the same, if not more. And they went, yeah, I'm not even looking at the price, get it done.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah, that was it. Recent times, from when I first started, really, eco notebooks.
Yeah.
People never think of notebooks, wanting the just normal ones, but have them eco, environmentally friendly, and then have a bamboo pen go with it. We
Yes.
can round it up. So on the pen leaves, there's a pen leaf there. Why not complete the set and have a pen made from bamboo? Again, it doesn't have to be plastic. We're all about saving the environment and things. If you do have products that are branded with those eco-sustainable materials, and you send them to your potential customers or clients, they're going to show, actually, you actually give a monkeys about as well.
Yeah.
You care. Yeah. So that goes in your stead and it raises your profile. And if that engages business, my job's done.
Exactly. And I think every company's got a responsibility for net zero at the moment. So anything that you can do is vitally important. But it's maybe stepping away from, branding and so on at the moment.
Yeah.
Obviously, at the minute, you're fundraising. You're fundraising at the moment. Tell me about your fundraising. And I think it would be an interesting story to know why you're fundraising at the minute.
All right. Okay. So the funny thing about this is no matter how much I try and engage awareness for this, whether what platform it is, LinkedIn, Instagram, whatever it is, that when I speak to those people, some people in person, they go, oh, I've not seen it. Oh, I don't go on LinkedIn a lot, or I don't go on that a lot. Some do, but no, too busy, I've not seen it. So this platform, hopefully, you'll hear about it.
Our listeners are very good. They'll support.
So August 10th last year, 2023, I went on a hiking trip with my brother, as we do annually, to the Peak District. And we got there on the Thursday, set up camp, great. Then we thought, right, let's go. Well, it's a nice sunny day. Let's go on our usual 8-hour hike and the fresh air and stuff, which was great, apart from getting a bit lost, but we picked it up. Anyway, we come back round and around Cavedale to where we ended up and round. But getting back down was an issue. Hasn't before. This time it was. It's a very short period we were up there, and then we were going to come back down. My brother made it. There's trees in between us on the bank and a wall. And over that wall is where we just came from. But there's a bit of a drop. And boulders sticking out of the ground. It's a footpath, and I know exactly where it is. So for the first tree, the ground is all loose. It's all loose chippings of bark and all the rest of it. It's very eek. Got to the first tree. Great, safe. Safe. Right. Now, where I was, there was a bit of a gap to where my bro was, and then the next tree and then the wall. So I'm like, I'm not going to risk that, because if I fall down, I don't know what. So I've got a tree in front of me. If I get that, all I've got to do is just 1-2 steps and I've got the wall. How I was wrong. Went down, and of course, I missed the tree, and I saw it going past me, and then boom, 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 boom. Over this bit of a step or something, and then just went rolling, and I just felt my life go past before my eyes, and I thought, if I don't hit that wall, I am a goner. And I was thinking, everything was going past my eyes. I thought, this is it. This is game over. I was just really, to one word, cacking it.
I think I was putting it politely.
Yeah. And had these on as well. These survived.
They're not even bent.
Well, I had them straightened, but yeah. I thought, yeah, if these smash, and my eyes that's it.
Yeah.
Another thing. But I looked like I hit the wall. and I ricocheted off. Basically, it was a 15-foot drop. I had passerbys, walkers-bys who were hiking. There were some students. They saw the whole thing. Luckily, they had mobile phones. They were charged and had some reception. Mine was dead. My brothers had no reception. We couldn't call the emergency services. So that's the first thing they did.
Yeah.
Whilst the girl did, I remember. And the two guys that were there helped me up. Really painful. At this point, I didn't know why I was in so much pain. You know, I've had tumbles before, but why am I in this much space? It's really excruciating. And then they helped me and put me against the wall. I couldn't breathe. Very short, shallow breaths. I thought something's not right here. I've not felt like this before. And they got hold of the emergency services and put on speaker. And they cut that bit very short. What the operator said, and I'll never forget it. I'm thinking that's great encouragement. They said, this is the funny thing about it. That's why I'm laughing. It says, right, have you got the three words up? I think it's called.
Yeah.
Three.
For the location.
Yeah, that's the one. I'm not so au fait with it yet, but I've heard of it. And they came out with, no, we haven't. We've not got the app. Oh, right. Right, whereabouts are you? And it just says, postcode, Castleton, Edale. Right, well, because we've not got a pinpoint location, and it looks like there's a lot of trees there, and we can't get an air ambulance to you. You're looking at probably 8 hours before they can even remotely find a location near you.
Yeah.
I'm not to scare you, and this was the funny bit, and not funny, but looking back at it is thinking, you could have worded it differently. At this stage, if we don't find an easier way of pinpointing you, you're probably looking at hypothermia within 5 hours, and you might not make it through the night.
Wow.
Now, of course, I was thinking, oh, great. So, on top of what's happened to me, I'm thinking, I might not make it anyway.
Yeah.
So then suddenly one of them said, I've got it. I've got the words thingy.
Yeah.
I put it in, give them the words, whatever it was. Oh, that makes a huge difference. So they'll be with you within the hour. Not guaranteed, but it's around that kind of time frame. I was like, thank God for that. So I was like, some relief. And then, I was very blurry at the time, but a lot of pain. But it was a big shout out to Edale Mountain Rescue. The EMTs were great. There's 5 EMTs on the scene, administering what they needed to. But the Edale Mountain Rescue team, they actually found me, kept me coherent and stuff like that. It was just the way how quickly they did it, how they kept me alive, really, and got me down to safety. And these guys are in the 60s and 70s. They do it voluntarily. They're built like this. I'm thinking, how are you that pumped and you're like this age? How does it work? But big shout out to the Edale Mountain Rescue. I mean, if it wasn't for them, I really wouldn't be here.
No. Fair play to you. We'll make sure we tag in the donation link on the channel. Obviously, I can see, obviously it's bringing up some emotions for you, and fair play for the courage for talking about it.
Especially after I found out what I incurred: 3 broken ribs, punctured and collapsed lung, and internal bleeding. Yeah. It was. I needed physiotherapy with breathing, let alone walking.
Yeah.
And there's a bit of a process with that, and I'm still not okay 100%. It's nerve damage and muscle damage, but it's like I said in my video I put on LinkedIn ages ago about it, is if you don't appreciate the help you get until something like this happens to you. I mean, that's they do it voluntarily. I want to shout it out to them because I want to raise that awareness, help them get recognised, pardon the pun. But if they can get all the help they get, they can help more people.
Yeah.
If something happens like what it did to me, it happens all the time. Even they said, we've seen this happen all the time, but to the degree of injuries you incurred, we've not come across this before.
Wow.
So it is emotional for me. I'm passionate about it because they helped me, and I just want to help them back.
No, look,
With everybody's help, it'd be
Brilliant.
great.
yeah, fair play to you. You know, we'll make sure we share the links. Very important. I've no doubt I've seen the photos of you being carried away. I've no doubt you were trying to sell them some branded gear on the way down, going, look, I love your jacket, but it could do your logos on it, boys. Like, I know you well enough because you're a hiking fan, aren't you? I've heard the stories recently.
I am a hiking fan. No big tumbles so far. I stick to I'm aware that I'm small and any jump is a big jump for me because I've got little legs. So I've never overestimated my goals, and that's been the safest way for me to go.
Especially with what you use as your hydration on these hikes. You've really just picked it up on that. Yeah, absolutely. But no, we'll make sure we share the link for you. We've got £1,000 on the donations left to go. Is that right? On the goal, on the target?
Yeah, if we can get £1,000, that'd be great.
Yeah,
Brilliant.
absolutely.
Brilliant.
We'll make sure we share that. You know, it sounds like a look, and I just want to say, you know, it's been obviously it's not been nice, but it's been nice to see the comeback. You know, I think I said to you upstairs off camera, you know, you're very prominent on LinkedIn, and I'm on LinkedIn probably a bit too much, if I'm honest. Yeah, but you know, you get used to seeing the usual posts and the usual crowd, and I do remember, you know, you go missing for want of a better term. I mean, I've not seen Matt in a while, and then I remember you posted that video. Oh, bloody hell, you know, so it all makes sense. But it's been nice to see that progression. You know, you're recovering well, and so on. Alex, I know you're an avid martial artist as well, and I still think there's a bit of time to go there. But I think you went training last night, or was it the night before?
I went teaching
Teaching.
at the Shenfield Club, Loughborough Club, Tetsudo Martial Arts, tetsudo.org plug.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm not actively training in the black belt class. I'm a 73 black belt instructor. So I'm just advising at the minute,
Nice.
doing a little bit of leg work maybe, but I've got a long way to go to get the upper body sorted
Get back in there.
with the internal part.
Absolutely. But look, it's been a great chat. Been great to talk. Obviously, I want to keep the conversation going on for everyone else who's watching or even listening on the podcast.
Yes.
Where or how can they contact you?
Okay, so you can give the office a call, 01509 732 662, or you can send an email to sales@re-dnl.co.uk. That's Delta November Lima. But people always get them three mixed up. So yeah, use the email there. And on my footer of the emails will be the Just Giving page link if you wish to donate to Edale Mountain Rescue.
Great stuff. And like I said, we'll make sure we share all of those links, all of your contact details, and the link for the fundraising on all the bios as well.
Yes, absolutely.
But do you have any final questions for Matt?
Where is, I know it might be a bit of a touchy subject, but I do love to hike. Barring your previous experience, where is your favourite place to go on a hike?
It's the same area, to be honest with you. I like Mum Tor. It's the smallest of the mountains,
Okay.
but I like it because it's not too incliney. It's a bit of a long thing. It gives you a bit of a challenge to go, I want to get to the summit, but it's all across the top. Got there, great. And then you go back down and enjoy it. And I like Mum Tor. My dad does as well. I know I can see the reasons why. But there is Kinder Scale. That's the other end of the scale. Jacob's Ladder. That's more challenging, if you like. But I'm getting on in years now. I like to sort of have this sort of mediocre of, let's
Hike a
challenge
little bit,
challenge
hike
yourself
the
and
path.
enjoy it at the same time and not challenge yourself too much.
Brilliant. Well, there's a little bit of advice for what you can maybe fill your next weekend off with. Now it's getting a bit warmer.
Exactly. And what would make a hike even better, I think, is listening to this podcast. What more can you want? Going up Jacob's Ladder, listening to this podcast with a box full of wine. Isn't that right?
Lovely.
You get around this sports bottle with you full of water.
Exactly. There we go. There's the plug. But Matt, thanks so much for coming in. It's been a pleasure chatting. It's been good to, I think it's been a long time coming. It's been good to get to know a bit more about you and learn a bit more about what you do and how you do it. So thank you so much. And as always, thank you to you, the viewer or the listener, if you're listening on the audio version. We do this for you. It's great that you're involved. Please do hit that subscribe button, drop a follow. What else can they do, Sophia?
They can subscribe on Spotify podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts.
God, we're on every podcast.
You could watch us on YouTube if you want to see the visual version. You can follow us on Instagram, LinkedIn, all your
TikTok,
socials.
Every single one.
How I feel.
That's right. And of course, if you do want to join us on the show, simply email into us at howifailedinbusiness@gmail.com. I'm finally learning that, Molly. That was the first time I've said it correctly. Thank you very much. So please do drop an email. And of course, if you've got any dilemmas, mistakes, mishaps, failings that you want to share anonymously, I promise I won't let your name slip out. Once again, email over to that address or just slide in our DMs.
Yeah.
Just slide on over. But thanks so much for watching. I've been Rob Spence.
I've been Sophia Grace.
And until next time, all the best.